What's up guys, my name is Lauren. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going over my family's real budget for November. We are well into November. I know this is late, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's get into it. Before we do, if you like the spreadsheet that I'm showing in my video, you can get it for yourself. It's linked in the video description. It's an instant download to Google Sheets and it comes with a detailed video tutorial. Okay, so for November, we have budgeted for $10,132 of income. So let's see how we've allocated it this month. This month is actually interesting because we refinanced our mortgage. So we technically do not have a November mortgage payment. However, we are still making a payment to our mortgage because I don't want a month's worth of interest to accrue without us making a payment. So you'll see a payment in the mortgage section, but it's not our full new mortgage payment. That starts in December. But I did take advantage of like a lower dollar amount that we are paying towards our mortgage this month to put more towards my Roth IRA. So we have budgeted $1,500 for my Roth IRA. That will put us at, I think we need $1,000 more to max out my Roth IRA for 2024. So we are cutting it down to the wire. I mean, we have till April of next year, but I'd really like to get it done in this calendar year. So we'll see if we can get it done in December. This payment helps a lot. For my husband's student loan, we are just paying our minimum payment. Per usual, this month we actually hit a new milestone, under $60,000 on that student loan, which started out at, I think, $110,000. So over 5 years, we've slow paid it and it's gone down quite a bit. We have about 6.5, I think 7 more years on that loan if we just pay the minimum. So paying the minimum for now. We'll see what happens in the future. Okay, so here's our mortgage. We are making a $3,000 payment to our mortgage to make sure no interest accrues and our mortgage balance doesn't go up. We did a no-cost refinance, which means that we didn't pay anything to refinance. We didn't pay any closing costs. Our mortgage balance didn't go up. And as long as we make a payment in November, it'll be the same amount it was before we refinanced. However, in exchange for not having any fees for our mortgage refinance, we got like a 0.25% higher interest rate than we would have otherwise if we had paid like I think it was like $3,500 for the refinance. So those are the options our mortgage broker gave us, and I did get quotes from other brokers, and this was like the best deal I thought we could get. I'm hoping that interest rates continue to go down. That's what the Fed had projected for 2025. Obviously, we don't know until we get there what's going to happen, so we might be stuck at 6.5% interest for a long time, and if we do, that's okay. But if we can get into the 5s eventually, like that would be nice. So for November, we're paying a smaller payment. In December, our new mortgage payment will be just under $4,300. I think it's like $4,250 something. For life insurance, we're paying our normal $82, and for internet and cell phone, $115. Our home security is $30, and our car insurance is $113. And then Spotify is $12. We are doing our normal $1,200 for groceries, which is $300 per week. I was going over on that for a while, and lately I've been sticking to it more. So that's been working out. I hope to stick with that for a while. Household, we budget $200 for household things like trash bags and paper towels and whatever. Gas, we are budgeting $175. We've been driving a little less. I had been budgeting $250, and I looked back the past few months and it hasn't ever been over $200, so I put it at $175. We'll see how that goes for November. Utilities is $700. Really, it's only like $300 a month or so, but every quarter we get our quarterly like trash, sewer, water bill, and that's been around $400 last 2 times that we got it since we've been in our house. So I budgeted $400 for that for a total of $700. And then for miscellaneous, we always do $25. All right, so moving on to sinking funds. My husband, myself, and my 2 daughters each get $150 a month for personal spending. We each use this for various different things. For me, this covers like clothes, makeup, anything I want to buy if I want to go to Starbucks or whatever. And then for my kids, a lot of it goes to clothes, shoes, what other stuff. If I want to get like a new toy or something. For my youngest one, like diapers and wipes and stuff like that, all comes out of their own funds. School and activities, I budgeted $200. My daughter's in public school and my youngest one isn't in preschool yet, so this is very low. So there's just some fees associated with public school that we pay occasionally, or like even just like donations. Like it was book fair week last week and there was an option to donate to the teacher's fund so she could buy books for the classroom, so I donated some money. So things like that, and then also like each of my daughters does an activity or like sometimes a couple activities, so that comes out of that fund. Miles gets $250. Miles is my cat, and that's covers his prescription food, his vet visits, all that kind of stuff, and that's been working out really well for like couple years now. I think that amount has been good for him. All right, gifts, we've been doing $50 a month. And then for my girls' birthday and Christmas, we do $200 a month. That covers their birthday presents, birthday parties, and everything we pay for Christmas, from Christmas cards to gifts for our kids, to gifts for friends and family, gifts for teachers, tips for like our mailman. Everything is covered in that. So I think I'm going to do a Christmas budget to show you guys how we're spending our $1,000 Christmas budget this year. Stay tuned for that if you want to see how we spend $1,000 on Christmas. Car maintenance, we are budgeting $100 this month, and we are very, very fortunate that our cars have not had major problems in really ever. So we just pay for like oil changes, occasionally new brake pads or new tires, and registration and stuff like that, and this amount has been covering it. Our cars are getting older, so let's just pray they keep going for like another 50,000 miles each or so till they get to like 200, and then we'll reevaluate, which should be like maybe 3 to 5 years from now. Home maintenance, we've been budgeting $500, and we have needed that much, and I hope it slows down and we can build this up a bit. But for now, I'm really glad that I've been sticking with that $500 a month for home maintenance, so we don't go into any sort of debt, credit card debt, taking from our emergency fund to pay for home maintenance things, because it just comes up, especially with an older home. Our home isn't that old. It was built in the early 90s, but it's not a brand new home. And so there are lots of things that have come up in the 10 months, 11 months that we've been living here. Home decor, I'm not budgeting anything this month. And for medical, I budgeted $250. We spent all of our HSA money already this year, and we also hit our max out of pocket for our health insurance, but we are still getting medical bills all the time, plus bills for like the eye doctor or the dentist and stuff. So we probably need closer to like $500 for this fund for the next 2 months, but just $250 is what I had this month. I really wanted to like throw a bunch of money to the Roth IRA, and we'll worry about medical, getting this fund in good shape, like as we see what everything ends up being at the end of the year. So as you can see, that leaves our left to budget at 0. As we go throughout the month and I put numbers in, it'll show how much we have left to spend as we put our income in and everything like that. I actually made a copy of this sheet because I've already been putting in my November numbers because I'm so late getting this up. So this is already like well underway for the month. I update my budget at least once a week, but that's where that would show up. And then just to see the breakdown this month, pay yourself first is almost 15%. And then for debt, 8.2% is going towards debt. For expenses, 55.8% is going to expenses. And then finally, 21.2% is going to sinking funds. So that is our budget for November. I am working on our annual budget for 2025, which this spreadsheet comes with a tab for annual budgeting. This can be used year after year. You just, download the copy again or just reset all the numbers if you don't want to have to input all the categories again, and you can use it year after year. So if you want to budget along with me, now is a great time of year to get this budget because you can kind of practice for December and then have everything ready to go and have a fresh start in January with budgeting with my budgeting system. And like I said, it comes with a detailed video tutorial. So if you're not confident with using spreadsheets and you feel intimidated, it goes through like step by step, everything you need to know about how to use a spreadsheet. I rarely, like I'm talking about like maybe twice a year, get an email with a question about how to use the spreadsheet. So it is very user-friendly, and like I said, it's linked in the video description if you want to check it out. And I'm actually going to run a sale by the time this video goes up. For the rest of November, I'm going to run a 20% off sale, 20 or 25% off for the spreadsheet for the rest of the month. So if you want to grab it now while it's on sale, and I only run sales like maybe twice a year, so this is a good time to grab it. So that is it for this month's budget. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have you done your November budget? You should have, because we're like in the second half of November now. So hopefully you are keeping up with your budgeting like I am. Even if I'm not keeping up with my videos on time, I am always keeping up with my budget in the background, and I hope you are too. If you like this video, as always, give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Bye.